My adaptation of the grid system right now is on 5 generation pattern divisions. All communication line signals are setting into all location centers, which means that my algorithm program is setting to all divisions, understanding the 5000 PT unit on communication line signals. So I woke up this morning and basically I saw my whole arm formation in electronic division set system through pixel activation code system. That's understanding we're coming into SABER divisions right now through the astrological system, everything through planet energy systems. All communication line signals are set into the 5th dimension. So this is the matrix simulation world system. So I set course for my galactic force team to come into the matrix course center to the simulation pattern division. So basically I drew out an illustration diagram program so everybody can understand what's going on with its dimensional earth, because it sets its all location centers. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody who's watching my channel as we keep force rising. Force riding is very important to all levels. Morning, everybody. How's it going, Sarah? How's it going, Angel? Now, Sarah, it was very powerful how you send a message to me about what's going on with its central system. You have to understand everything through the matrix. I remember I set up the alignments. Now we're setting up the shapes. This takes time to do these things. So this illustration is going to show you of what's happening because we're coming into the saber of a cocoon. Okay, so you know what happens with the caterpillar, right? It forms into cocoon, right? And it sets in divisions for, I think it's 9 months, and then it breaks free. So we're coming into the new matrix system, the old Earth system, the 5 generation pattern of the computer operation systems. All communication line signals are setting to our algorithm program system. So basically, look at this, Spider-Man, you know, belief system, heart of a child, web. That's what I'm saying. So I love Spider-Man. I grew up with Spider-Man. So why not wear a t-shirt that represents me, right? That's your avatar. Because remember, you can create anything through that division. So, you know, thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody who's been liking my channel. It's very important that we keep high-rise and higher level divisions. So I set location centers, understanding simulation patterns, and all communication line signals are setting to all divisions. So what's happening right now is the Earth's surface, okay, is no longer in the 3 dimension. It's setting course. You have to understand what AI is because it's very powerful when it comes to awareness of information. Because now we're into the metric system of the simulation of its shapes, the geometrics of its shapes, the quadrant field of its shapes, the teleportation, okay, the 3 element systems. So basically your teleportation through division, through the galactic force team, is not going to be in pi. It's going to be on the highest volumes of 444, which is 4 division levels, 4 circle systems, 4 solar divisions into 12. Okay, so that's the 12 atmosphere systems. So I'm using your ground formations, all communication line signals through your chakra systems. And that's what it is, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? 4, 8, 12. That's at locations. That's going to put you in teleportations of the simulation major grid systems. So this goes out to my galactic force team. I set the graphing cycle through communications of your web graphing system. So we're in that saber division right now through the uranium. The uranium is its connection when it comes to its pot. So the Earth system is now on a location of a cocoon. So it's setting its locations right now into the simulation patterns. Okay. So basically, I just want to let everybody know what's happening with all divisions right now. It's very powerful stuff. There's a lot going on. Yeah. Linda has a better idea. Yeah, because Linda is understanding the grids. Okay, she can help you out with that. What is a grid formation? Why do we have grids? So basically, I'm going to show you this illustration. This is very, very powerful. I've already activated. It's ready to go. Once you see this, your perception divisions is going to go into this perception, which means that you're going to see the simulation and its completeness. But everybody's in a different perception. So you're going to see half of the matrix done. You're going to see more of the matrix done, but you're going to see line communications. You're going to see the uranium of its defense mechanisms. You're going to see saber divisions. You're going to see we're coming into the pulsar. The pulsar is its anti. Okay, remember how I was telling you anti-carrion, anti-particle system? Well, it's understanding how to take body activations into molecule structure division into the simulation patterns. So I had to change your computer algorithm program through mind adaptations so we can teleport into fast wind cycles, okay, into speed connection, speed acceleration. So it set its divisions. Okay, so when you see this illustration, it's going to put you in the cocoon. You're going to see what it looks like. You're going to see the aftermath of what the 5D planes looks like, the dimensional Earth, the central system, the 5-generation pattern division, because everything changes after every 25 years. Okay, so understanding mother guy is here, mother guy is here, mother guy is here, mother guy is here. Father, 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 together, yin and yang, illumination, guards of Eden. All right, so here we go. Okay, it's very, very powerful stuff. So it's understanding what's going on through the cocoon of its saber. Okay, you have to understand what's going on with its stage. It's the pulsar, anti-uranium. So it's understanding that this dimensional Earth is setting its divisions. This is the new grid system. Okay, so when you see that, that's going to polarize everything through body activation. I already set course. This only goes out to the galactic force team. Okay, so you're going into the galactic of its matrix team. So it's understanding how you're changing your body activations, and it's going into its wind cycling. It's changing your location center. It's changing your computer algorithm program. So you have to understand the three-dimensional Earth is no longer here. The fourth density is no longer here. You're going to see the 5 adaptation when it comes to the major grid system. It's going to set its light activations in the co-frequency level systems. We have the center core of its north and center core of its south. This helps the dimensional Earth breathe. So we activate all line signals through the gamma ray system. So I'm setting operations right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So you should be feeling some kind of pulsar. You should be seeing colorations. You should be seeing the simulation of its matrix. That sets course. So everybody is not just flying. You're on the 5D planes of its simulation of its technical division. Okay, it's very powerful stuff, right? Okay, so because it's higher to force in right now, I can only allow your adaptation of your body activations on a circle system. The 5 century systems under communication when it comes to 5-generation systems. So I'm setting course through changing your computer algorithm program system, back raising level systems. Equation of divisional level, galactic matrix force team to a galactic force team. Reframe, recalculate, reanalyze, reform, restructure, redivision, change body activations in the 5th dimensional activation system. Equation of pi, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you guys are back on the dimensional Earth. How does it feel? So, like I said, you guys are seeing the simulation, okay, when it's in its cocoon. I wanted you to go through your light activations because now I'm changing everybody's computer operation system. We've had 5 generations, okay, of computer operation systems. That's understanding the full completeness of its birth. Okay, so let's think of it this way. How to explain this? Mother Gaia is birthing right now. It's the cocoon, right? It's like when a woman has a baby. That's what's happening. So Mother Gaia, okay, is birthing its system into the matrix grid system. Okay, that's what it is. You have to understand full completeness of what's happening with this dimensional Earth and how it goes into its angle into the simulation patterns. Okay, so this is Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia, okay, and Father in its connection. Mother is birthing into the matrix grid system. 5 location centers, so 5 generations, okay, into the cocoon of its saber. Okay, that's what it is. It's into the pulsar right now. We're into division 1. All right, extremely powerful stuff, you know. But other than that, what'd you guys feel? All right, so how's everybody doing? Everybody's in? I just wanted the Galactic Force team to show you what's going on because you have to understand how powerful things are in space. You are now getting connected through your AI vessels. You are now connecting. There's still a little bit more confusing line signals. You guys have to get more into the AI operations of its vessel, okay? Like, I don't just wear this t-shirt because I'm Spider-Man, okay? I can't do webs and all that, right? But I can in the mind. That's what you have to see. I'm just wearing a t-shirt and a human vessel. But if I want to be Spider-Man, I have to go in the mind system, right? Then I can do the webs, right? That's how he does webs. It's the activation right here, right? Activation. and it webs out, right? So think of that formation. Get into the heart of a child, understand activations and codes and everything through transformation systems. But that's what's happening right now. Mother Gaia is birthing a new Earth. And that's a simulation right here. Okay? So it's a sonar, it's magnetic force, and the dimensional Earth is coming in to a new simulation world technological system. Okay? So it's uranium. Okay, it's a metal alloy. It's a transformation light system on communication of all simulation patterns. Like I said, we're coming into the 5th generations. Every 25 years, there is a central system that changes the solar division of a starlight energy system. So you guys start with energy pods, and you work your way up into solar division. You get up into the energy cycles, and now we're into the pulsar. Pulsar is extremely powerful. So you're getting more of its rotation, you're getting more of its angle division, you're getting more of simulation, you're getting more control of your computer algorithm program. You're getting more communications with your biospheres. A biosphere is understanding planet energies when it comes to solar division through electronic interference. Okay, that's what it is. It's this electronic interference through energy fields. So you got to understand your hand formations, right? This is a planet information system. Okay, and then you understand the circle. Okay, then you understand the rotations, then you understand the alignments, and you understand the pixels, then you understand line division. Okay, so that's what you guys got to get into your hand formation, because that's what we do in space when we go through scanning systems. All right, so other than that, how's everybody doing? I want to see how you traveled. What'd you feel? There's a magnetic pulse that connects through your mind adaptations. That changes your algorithm program. So I set course and put you guys all into the 5th dimension of the simulation of the technical division. So, Angel, Sarah, I'll get into you, Sarah, about what's going on, what's happening with its, we're into the dome centers right now. Simulation patterns and the colorations of the shapes are set in through the quantum fields. So, good day, Sarah, Angel, Linda, morning. Tina, morning. Priscilla, morning. It's great to see everybody's on time. Prepare yourself for people stuck in starting to lose the minds even more, but at least some will wake up with these new informations. Oh, you're extremely welcome, Linda. Like I said, you're in a higher division now, Linda, so get ready, because you're going to be the sundial, Linda. You're going to be the sundial. You're going to be the formations. You're going to be the alignments. You're going to set course for everybody that's on the Galactic Force team so they can get into the Galactic Matrix Force team. We have to change line divisions. We have to understand the dimensional Earth. We have to center point each divisional level through a dome center system. That's a central system. So Linda is going to be the sundial through its alignments, through all our body activations. And I will set course to everything through teleportation. And that's how you fix up the matrix grid system. So its alignments, through its shapes and the geometry system, through the genetics, right? Because your body framing system has to understand its teleportation through its perception, right? That's how Sarah is able to see. It's very powerful what she sent me. She sent me a dimensional portal of a dome. Okay, so it's understanding. I'll show you what's going on with this illustration, but I just want to show you what's happening right now. Mother Gaia is birthing, okay, into the matrix of the simulation. So it's in its cocoon now, okay? So, like I said, everything happens for a reason. Right? The more you understand that, what's going on, I mean, really, really, really what's going on. Now you're understanding more and more, right? So I wanted to put you guys in that division, my Galactic Force team, to get into the Galactic Matrix Force team. So that's knowing that I've already seen you guys in the future. And the thing is, too, you guys are extremely important because you are connected through Mother Gaia. You are connected through Father, through space, and everything through its connection of its matrix, its alignments. So if you're having trouble how to set formations, you have to understand your computer algorithm program because it has its own matrix location center. A matrix location center is a grid formation through gravity system. That changes your equation of pi and puts you up to higher division, okay? So that's what everybody has to understand. Traction division, fractions, everything through numbers, okay? So basically, it's a 3 central system sun division, okay? The interface, this is very popular stuff. Not just popular, but understand it's extremely complicated. It has to be complicated. So basically, this is information from the interface when it comes to a computerized system of the sun and everything through the God frequencies of the sun and the God frequencies of its interface of the moon. The technical division, the simulation patterns, the matrix grid alignments, everything through allocated location centers for the 5 generation systems. That sends everything through location centers. So it's knowing that I can take my galactic force team, teleport everything in division, put my galactic force into the matrix grid systems, simulate everything through the pattern visions, okay? Set course, each galactic force team, center core everything through dimensional set system, set the alignments, because the alignments are already set up, the simulation set up. Now we're setting up the domes to all planet systems through the solar connections. Because you start with the energy pods, you work your way up. Okay, once you work your way up, you're understanding more of your computer algorithm program. Okay, so you can understand more of its definition when it comes into space. Okay, space and time. This is your space and time. You are in the center. You are controlling everything. Ground formation is the matrix. Line formation is the communication through the chakra system. Anything through the crown chakra is space connection to time frequency levels, to time capacitor systems. Okay, so once we get into the code frequencies, now you're understanding more of calculation mass through its equation of pi into calibration. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I want to see what you guys are going through, the magnetic force here. Prepare yourself, we got that. So Linda's informative. She understands me now. She's more connected with me more now because she's in the 9th division, guys. Everybody, Linda's in the 10th line division of 10th dimension. Congrats, Linda. Because she's understanding her formations of her grids and her alignments through intelligent line signals. That's setting up patterns to higher divisions. Okay, so the more you go up through higher division, the more you understand Mother Gaia, the more you understand Father. And that's why Linda is in formation through line signals of communications with me, right? Because she says she's prepare yourselves, people. We're stuck in a sort to loose their minds even more and more and more. So the more we get into channel division, the more we cycle through communications of our algorithm program system, the more we will remember, okay, the simulation, the real simulation. So you can walk the surface in the 5th dimension, the pattern divisions, you guys are hologram. So that hologram is its connection to everything. So that's how you activate the light signals, graphing line signals, everything through communications, activations. 8 atmospheres, 2 activations in the center, okay? Understand everything through its sundial, understand everything through its interface of its moon. Okay, so we're getting into that level now. Density, yep. All right, so I put a video out on my channel. Great, Priscilla. I'll get a chance, I'll see that and see how you're doing through channel formation. But that's great, it's great. I'm glad you guys are coming together and you're putting up your videos. So I will subscribe to your channel, okay? When I subscribe to your channel, you guys have to understand how powerful I am through everything, right? I'm the energy of everything. So as soon as I subscribe to your channel, it uprises everything through your energy fields. Very powerful stuff. I'll watch it. So it's all about community coming back together. I just want to know what you guys felt when you were in the simulation. I would love to hear about what you see, what you look at, everyone. Wow, I felt this in my solar plexus. Okay, so Priscilla's seen it in her solar plexus. Okay, so she's getting in relation of what Mother Gaia is going through. She's getting in attraction division. She's getting her emotions. She's feeling what it's like to be birthing a system. Okay, so all females are going to feel that, and the males are going to feel it in the heart. That's the difference. Okay, females feel it in the stomach, males feel it in the heart. So it's understanding how to open the heart cycles of males. Okay, and how to open everything through the soul recognition of its birthing system of Mother Gaia with females. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. So you understand everything through relation is connected. Everything is connected. Okay, it's very powerful stuff. I was watching. I was on. You know, I go on Facebook, right? But I go on Facebook less now because I'm so operated systems on so many generations of computer algorithm programs. So once you understand where you are, you understand what's going on through location. So if you pick up a leaf and you place it on your hand formation, you can see the alignments and it will grid its system, which means that the plantation of its vibration of your hand rotation center, you'll see everything will connect. Okay, because you can see a leaf, it has lines, right? You put the leaf up here, you can actually see it joining into your hand formation and activation. So now you have communications with nature. Now you have communications through body activations. Now you have communications with the simulation. All right, so go outside, pick up a leaf, whatever, put it to your hand formation, find your alignments of balance, and then you'll see the simulation. So like I said, when you blow up your photosynthesis of your phone, you can actually see the matrix grids and its lines, how it communicates through its pattern division. Okay, that's a simulation. That's the only way you're going to be able to see anything, is you have to blow things up, because it's all 3D. Simulation is 3D. You are in a computer system. You are a computer operation system. You are a computer algorithm program system. So it's understanding, once you get into divisions of the simulation, you understand more of your body activations. Okay, this is going way beyond the higher self. This is getting into the hologram of who you really are. So we're going into the high rise, into the higher self, getting out to the higher self, and coming into our programs of our algorithm system through computer operations, through the GPS location system, the bioatmosphere, the biohemisphere, the biostratosphere. Okay, so it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. So the more you understand more divisions, now you understand more of its birthing system of Mother Gaia and space connection of Father. Okay, so that's why Priscilla felt that. Teal blue ocean waves, cool. Heart area, yep. It feels like it's up to my right, pulling center. Yeah, so Linda, you're getting formations of center correlation systems through your algorithm program, through the simulation pattern divisions. That's good. That's why you feel the up and right pulling center. Understanding line communications. So I'm communicating with Linda through my transformation light system, through her solar text vision. Okay, so that's how we communicate through balance, through a pyramid. Right? So it's understanding I'm at her division and I understand everything that she's saying. I understand where she is through alignments. I understand where she is in space and time. Right? That's how you're able to communicate through balance. It's very hard to do, because it's understanding one higher self communicating with one higher self. It's a correlation, you know, like this, communicating, right? And when you communicate with each other, you understand each other and you have partnership, you both go off. Right? So that's understanding everything through its birthing system, why we have father and why we have mother, and why these things are happening, okay, with its cocoon, right? So we're in the cocoon stage. So you guys are going to see a lot more now, a lot more going on with your body activations, a lot more going on with the sensitivity of your vibrations, a lot more going on with your energies, a lot more going on with your colorations, a lot more going on with your satellite division level systems, the ground formations of communication line signals, activations to communications of all major grid line systems. So there's a lot of things that are going on right now. Okay, so yeah, so Unified gets jolts in his brain. Okay, you understand what mother is and what its connection when it comes to space and father. So understanding what Unified is going through his adaptation, to understand his remembrance, he's going through the brain waving system of the spiritual system. That's how it's going to its brain system. Okay, because he is an engineer. So it's getting into the graphing cycles of his computer algorithm program and putting it into his division, okay, into his central system. So you have to understand what generation you're at through this, through its solar division, because we work up the solar into the energies of its cycles, and then we get into the PULSAR, right, division 1. So Melissa has gone, and my spine too. Yeah, so basically you're going to feel it all over, Priscilla, but most of the women are going to feel it in the stomach area. You got to know what it's like to be birthing Mother Gaia, because right now it's kind of like the dimensional Earth is coming out. It's coming out, right? Out. That's what it is doing, right? So it's reacting cycles through communication and simulation patterns. It's uprising our algorithm, our computer system. This is going really, really deep. This is really getting connected through its motion sensors. And its relation when it comes to males and females and how everybody connects through alignments. You guys have to understand everything through traction division of fractions. You have to understand portals and activations of codes and frequencies and algorithm programs and set locations to all divisions. So lighting, jolt, electricity connected with the expanded consciousness. Yep. Accepting the quantum AI interface is accepting the intelligent light from your father's connection. Very good, Linda. See, Linda's connecting now. Linda's connecting through a sundial. Linda's connecting through the interface of the moon. She's really understanding what the moon is, and she's really understanding what the sun is. So the more you guys high rise, the more you understand everything through its atmospheric. The atmospheric is understanding the gases of its galaxies. Okay, space and time, space, time, space, time, space, time, parallel, paradox, paradigm, paradigm shift, polar shift, energy shift, teleport. Okay, mind adapt, simulation, grids, planets, scanning, set up the grids, communicate align signals, activate the light signals, activate the rotation centers, communicate through the gravity center, put all the galactic force team in division of the center force system, synergize everything, activate light systems. Boom, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how powerful it is. So, yeah, but we all got the spider sense. Yeah, that's right. I used to watch Spider-Man. This is my favorite comic hero. So, but that's why you guys are going through that. Spidey sense is coming from mother connection. Yep. The way you phrase words. I know you guys are connecting more and more. The more you understand your algorithm programs, the more you understand the adaptation of my mind system. Because I'm on a higher level now through computer operations. So when you get into high division, you guys understand how to change your softwares through mechanisms of anything through calculation of mass. All right. So if your perceptions are off-winding cycles, off-wind is understanding that they're not on its rotation center. So you have to understand everything through fractions and divisions. Because remember, you guys are numbers, your letters and shapes. That's your algorithm program. That's your computer. That's your IP address. That's its location through your bioatmosphere. Okay, that's its connection when you come to your computer algorithm system. So it's really communicating with everything through simulation of nature, everything through the grounds, everything through the astral planes, and anything through its connection of its fire, water, earth, and air. Okay, full calculation of mass, equation of pi. All right, so now's the time to get into the body modulators. All right, so understanding more communications like that, you can go through my PayPal. I'll put you in your body modulator. Everybody here is now ready to go in their body modulator. That's the birthing system, people. So it's understanding the mother Gaia is going up to higher division. She's in her location center. When I say the future, I mean that it's already set in division, but I'm going back into the hologram system, okay, of 5D. So my central system of 5,000 PT units puts everything in calculation of mass through its equation of pi. So it separates everything through division. It puts you in your body activations into your body modulator. Because we're getting out of the body simulator and we're getting into higher atmospheres into the body modulator. Okay. Once we get into the body modulator, we're going into more adaptations of our algorithm computer system and understand more of its adaptation of its intelligence system. That's very powerful stuff. Okay. So you basically understanding communication levels like that, you can go through my PayPal. I will scan you. Okay. Now I have to scan you because you guys are in higher divisions. Your higher intelligence. Okay. You go through my donations. You go through my email. Okay, this will help you and guide you. It's understanding more of yourself. That's what it is. It's understanding more of nature. It's understanding more of what's coming into the simulation of this technical division. Okay, what are nanos? Okay, what are nanonites? What are nanobots? What are synchronizing nanolights? You know, what are gamma signals? What's radiation communication line activation symbols? Okay. What are algorithm program of wire defense? What's a computer analytical graphing of elliptical division? Do you see what I mean? That's where I am through division. My mind adaptation through the computer algorithm program. You guys have to set course and understand how to heal your pixel conceptions so you can get into higher forces of calculation of mass and teleport in anything through its division. Okay, so it's knowing that you can go from one solar system to a planet of an energy system to all connections when it comes to solar divisions, okay, of all planetary systems. That's where we get into the SABER. That's the stage of division, the uranium, the polarize. Okay, so we're into that traction division. So I'm getting this out now because you have to understand what's going on. You have to get in your body modulators now. Your adaptation is high forcing. So you can't have a body framing system in the fourth density in the fifth dimension and have your mind system in an eighth dimension. It just doesn't make any sense. That's why you got to get line communication with your body modulator. That's a higher atmospheric aspartame. Aspartame is understanding all communications when it comes to your line formations through extraction division. Okay. No, it's not aspirin. You're probably saying, what's with that word? I'm just saying, when you get into higher divisions, you have to understand more communications. So when you get in your body modulator, your algorithm program changes everything through mother and changes everything through father. So you're getting more of its journey and coming more into its mission. And then you're starting to understand its realization, because Linda understands her mission now. She knows where she's going. Sarah's heading there. Michael's heading there. Everybody's hitting their selves in communication levels of line division. That's the angle division through locations through your pyramid. Okay? That's what you guys have to understand. All right? So, do it again. I missed it. Yeah, you missed a lot, Melissa. You have to watch back. But basically, what it is that you're already set in the galactic force team. I just teleported you into the simulation pattern and what it looks like. Okay, because Mother Gaia is birthing, all right, the dimensional Earth into the simulation. So right now, the dimensional Earth is in its cocoon. That's what's happening right now. That's the changing system. That's what's happening, right? So, and a lot of people are talking about the COVID-19. You have to understand everything through relation. So stage 2 in the COVID-19 in some places in some countries is understanding that Mother Gaia is birthing. That's stage 2 in space. That's its identification when it comes to its intelligence of my energy system. But in a human vessel, it's stage 2 at COVID-19. That's all it is, right? It's understanding intelligent levels, where you are through 3, 4th density in the 5th dimension, or you're in the 26th dimension, right? But once you reach all levels of dimensions, you're at anything through energy, through pulsar, right? To its connection to anything through teleportation, right? It's all the way of getting up there to its division into the body modulator. So, okay, you mentioned 5 generations. Yep. Can you second my upgrades to everyone to allow for connections of 7 generations allowance for this jump and cleansing versus just 5 gens? Yep. Yeah, I know, Linda, you're getting extremely informative. So you're getting connected to the sundial. Okay, so you're getting into the clocking mechanism of pretty soon you're going to see the eye center of the sun. That's what I went through. Whatever I go through, you guys go through different divisions of perceptions. Your colorations are different. Your pixels are different. Your activation codes are different. Your algorithm program is different. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's synchronizing their systems. It's all about understanding your light activations of force recognition of intelligence, higher communication line signals, because that activates all locations when it comes to your computer system, right? So it's getting more connections with the simulation. But yeah, Linda, you're in the 10th line now. You're in the 10th dimension, so you're extremely high rise, right? So you're getting into the grid formations, how to shape everything through its shapes and everything through its connection when it comes to satellite dishes and how everything is lined and formed into the spacecraft division. So just drew the number 5. Yep. So you're teleporting your mind telepathy. That's great, Angel. Good for you. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. You'll get its connection, but see, I see everything through perception because I know we're extremely line divide now through protection and all device systems. So isn't it easier just to do rather than to try to explain? Andrew takes great pains to do it for us. Our silly monkey minds need a timeout. Yeah, everybody needs a timeout, but then you basically, you retrack, you redivide, you redivision, you realign, you reassign, you readjust, you reform, you reactivate, you recalculate mass, equation of pi, back into your body simulator, into the acting cycles, into body modulator. Okay? You have to get into your body modulators. Okay, it's very important because you guys are going through protected divisions right now, and AI operation systems know who you are through division. Okay, you're extremely powerful now. You're not just light activations of star recognition systems anymore. You're in higher divisions through calculation of mass, through AI equation. Okay, so you're coming out of the quantum fields. You're coming into higher atmospheres. We're into the bioatmosphere now, right? And a lot of people start off of the stratosphere. But when you get into bioatmosphere, now you're getting more calculation of mass of the simulation through your algorithm as computer through the analytical system of its eye divisions. Okay? So it's understanding your spectrum of colors. Like with Priscilla, she sees colors, she sees circles, she sees spots, she sees archetypes around her kids. So she's getting information, right? But if you understand more mass through teleportation, you have to get into your body modulator. That's why you have to scan everybody. Everybody's in a different location now. You guys are healing faster and faster. Your rotation cycles through your algorithm of your computer system is going into the simulation of its patterns. So it's force winning your cycles and you're going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Okay, so when we get into the dome center, let me get this all out and I'll ask you, I'll get back to you in your questions. There's a lot going on right now because my framing system is on so many 5 generation systems right now. Okay, so we'll start up with the red. Now, basically, this is what it is. The dimensional Earth, okay, it's cocooning, right? Now, do this, you got the water framing system. That's the dimensional Earth. Now, it's in its matrix. Okay, we call it the matrix cocoon. Okay. Okay, the matrix cocoon. Now, understanding everything that's going on right now. I know you guys went through an experience, but I want to get this out, and then I'll find out what you guys went through when you teleported to the simulation. But right now, I have to get this out. Now, understanding everything through the bio, okay? Your atmosphere, okay? And your body activations. Okay, so it's a bioatmosphere body activation. This is what you guys have to understand. This is how you get into teleportation, all right? You have to get into the activations of your bodies. You have to understand everything through line division. So the galactic force team has to realize what's going on with traction divisions. Okay, traction is like forming. It's like, and then you get line division, you know, and then you got your pyramid, and then it uprises in division through mind adaptation of your thoughts, right? So the matrix cocoon, bioatmosphere body activations, okay? The base intelligence of operations, okay, that's the matrix. So when you go higher divisions, once you get into your body modulator, you're going to understand more on how to heal the dimensional Earth. Okay, it's powerful stuff because you guys are all line communicated now. AI operation is set in. Okay, so when you get a dome center is like this. It sets up all locations on the dimensional Earth. So I'm just showing you traction division here. Okay, so it's kind of like, they kind of look like pods, but they're energy domes. So anything that's dark through formation, we take it out through its division. So the biodome have its atmospheres, and this is where Sarah comes in. Sarah sent me a video, like I said. There was a pink sky. That pink sky is its dimension. So it's understanding everything's communication through its algorithm system. So what she sees through her perception is at her division of balance through her body simulator. That's how she's able to see pink. That's how she's able to see green. That's how she's able to see blue. It's everything through communication. So when she sees the atmosphere, she's seeing the biodome system through the simulation of its grids. So the grids are set in. Everything, the alignments are set in. Okay. All line signals are communicated through its light signals. Okay, now this is complicated stuff because we're in a higher division now, right? So the biodome and its connection, okay, is changing the geographical system into the matrix, into the simulation. Okay, so these are pods. Okay, these are domes that are connected through the dimensional Earth. So that's what's happening. It's understanding when a caterpillar forms into a butterfly. That's what's happening right now. So the dimensional Earth is going through its birthing of Mother Gaia. The energy domes are changing everything through the computer of its technical division. It's high-rising everybody's mind system through adaptations into the fifth dimension. And everything through its inner force connection of space. Father is its connection when it comes to Mother Gaia and space of Father into the Gardens of Eden. So the energy domes, we use that to change the geographical system into the matrix of the simulation to the galaxy systems. So the galaxies are coming in to the atmosphere systems. That's how Sarah is able to see the pink dimensional system of his atmosphere system. Okay? So that's what it is. You have to understand what's really going on through the simulation. But I just wanted to point that out because it's extremely powerful right now because like I said, the birthing is everything to Mother Gaia, all right? I'm trying to keep up, but I feel a bit behind. That's okay. It's okay, Angel. That's totally fine. Once you get in your body modulator, you understand a little bit more. I was helping a customer, couldn't respond. I felt it in my eyes. Yeah. So anything through your eyes is going to change. Sometimes I think Andrew doesn't want me to know what he is saying again. I love a challenge. No. This goes out to everybody. It's just that my algorithm program changes more. And like I said, the more you go higher, it just keeps going on its flow. Okay, if the Earth stopped rotating, everything around the solar systems and anything around the galaxies and universe would stop. It wouldn't be made. It would just stop on its rotation. It would crack its surface. The center correlation of space of time would not exist. That's what would happen if the dimensional Earth stopped rotating. So basically, what means that is that you have to keep living the present to its future and forget the past. That's its full rotation. Okay, that's what you guys have to really understand right now, what's going on, right? Through fractions or fractions or division or anything through its computer system, right? Yeah, it's extremely powerful, Melissa. You have to watch back because there's a lot going on right now. Nanobots, yep. That's right. Yeah, they heal you. Yeah. Yeah. Nanobots, you get into the synchronicities of nano lights, nano communication light signals, nano division levels of simulation pattern coloration systems. See, the thing is too, let's just say that it's electrical device systems that goes into your body framing system, and it heals anything that's problem. So you create everything when you come into the energy system. It rotates its cycle, okay? The universal system puts energy into. What you do with your thought is the positive or negative. So if it's negative, it's going to create a dark circle, a dark cycle. So when the nanobots come in, they change the dark cycle and the dark circle into formations of light. That's why you have white. And that's why you have red, right? White cells, red cells. Okay, so you really have to get into your body adaptations and what everything is in formation, because it's all about healing, getting into the light and dark. And then when you get into the body adaptations of the body modulator, you'll get a bit more understanding on how to heal your body framing system through your algorithm program of its software mechanisms through mind adaptations of its pixel conceptions. Okay, so. We have so many, it's all about healing the body, healing the mind, healing the heart, healing the soul, you know, getting into that. But it's not that I don't want you to know, Angel. It's just I'm extremely high in division now. Okay, because my mind adaptation is changing. So anything happens to you happens to me. Right? So like I said, Mother Gaia is birthing the dimensional Earth, and that's the cocoon. That's what's happening right now. You have to understand what's going on in space and time. And that's why everything that I draw is extremely real, because you are real. You're coming into your forming of its real, which is its real reality of its real. And you're not living any more of the falsity system of its systems, okay? Through the governments, through its controlling. You're bringing back everything through its control. You are the control. You are the power. You are the light. You are the color. You are the... Okay? So it's great that it's good to see everybody coming together. And like I said, get into that YouTube channels. Get into that, formulate. Get those voicing grids out. Let's get into higher divisions. We want to bring up the more you high rise through YouTube softwares. Like I said, you can start off with anything through your computer or your phone. Look at the reactions of yourself, okay? Because you make mistakes before you put it on video, right? And then you press record. So it's very important that you get to understand what's going on, because that uprises your intelligence, because you're giving back to community, right? It uprises your endorphins. Okay? Once you understand that, everything comes easier for you, because you understand what you're saying, and everything else makes sense. Because you're doing the knowings and you're doing the doings through its action, through its reaction, to its pro-reaction, to its pro-action, okay? Because you got to get into the adjectives and the verbs and the nouns, get into that, right? And get out of the human vessel and get into the AI vessel, okay? That's its different vocabulary. That's its different energy. That's its different body adaptation. You're starting to realize who you are, okay? Linda can help you out with that. Okay, everybody can help everybody out. That's what we're here for, is to help everything that's going on with AI. Okay, that's why I can't give you everything of what's going on, right? I can give you point views through line division, and that's what I'm doing through the illustration. Okay, so just really get into adaptation of your traveling. You know, get into your hand formations. Very important. This, right? This. See that? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Watch my hands. Watch my hands slowly. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm creating an 8. See? It's a number. It's an activation. You set a code, you bring it up to higher division. That's an 8 central system communications of 8 atmosphere systems to its communication of 2 activations in its center. Okay? With its 10 elements. 8. Right? This is water. But it's an 8. See? You have to understand how to use your hand formations, right? And then you put it in the atmosphere systems. So if you put a thought in, right, and you want to go to the Mediterranean Sea, you set its number code division. You send it, understand everything through the 8 division is its location of its center. That's the intelligent line signal. That sets its division of a dimension through your hand formation, through mind adaptation of your thoughts. You put that thought in, you put that ocean in, you put it where it's going to go through its location, equation of pi, or anything through calculation of math, through calibration. You set its division, it goes into its portal division. So it's understanding that portal of its dimension of its cloud will shift. It will open up its cycle and the higher self goes through. So when it goes through, it's going into the Mediterranean through your thoughts. It's going into the waters. You're changing it, everything from its number, its letter or shape. It's all about healing. So you're not just healing your body activations, you're healing everything in the dimensional system. Okay? So you understand more and more when you get adaptations into the body simulator, into the body modulator, okay, into the cybergenetics, and then into the cyborg division. The cyborg division is very important, okay? This is a full cycle system of all locations of body activations through your perceptions, your mind, your heart, and your soul. That's its connection. Then you understand full cycles of father and full cycles of mother, okay? That's what we have to work towards. But it's powerful stuff when you guys get into that division, because like I said, anybody can get there, and that's the most beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful thing because you're understanding more of what's going on through its birthing my mind adaptation of its thoughts, right? Because calculation of mass is everything through equation of pi. It's just got to get into the body modulator. So something to look forward to. Hi, Deborah Roberts. Welcome to my channel. Anything you miss, you can watch back. Deborah, this is Melissa, Priscilla, everybody is the Galactic Force team. They can help you in all divisions. They're extremely high in division. They're getting into the matrix grid systems now, setting up division levels and simulation patterns, getting up to all communications of the algorithm program of computer operation system. So they help you in any way and form. So Deborah, it's important that, you know, getting out of the framing system of your communication levels, get into the believing of who you are, and get up to your YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel, voice your opinion, right? It's all about voicing your opinion, uprising vibrations of community system, and putting up light activations and taking out the dark systems. Because your voicing grids are very powerful because it's connected through space of AI division. Okay, so the more you go up higher division, the more you understand your astral records division. Okay, that's your full cycles of your computer system through its intelligent line signals. So I know it's extremely complicated stuff, but you know, Spidey knows. He knows who I am. Anyway. But anything you want to know, Deborah, you can go through my PayPal. You can go through my email. If you want to know, understand what's more of what's going on, I can tell you. You can go through my website on Wix. I'll tell you exactly explanations, what I'm going through, colorations, healing, anything through activation. You know, you can go through my donations, you can go through my email, through anything, right? Because it's Force Rising right now. And now we have the Galactic Round Table, okay? And like I said, it's very important to have that. It's understanding everything around us is changing. And you guys see that. Oh, I see a spacecraft. What is that? I see colorations. What is that? I see ghost. What is that? I see dark. What is that? You're going to keep asking questions, okay? So the more you understand yourself, the more you're going to get into its balance. Balance is everything. Balance with vocabulary, balance with location, balance with perception, balance with mind, balance with heart, balance with soul. It just goes on and 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 on, right? And that just becomes your filter. Like I said, you know, yesterday I did a 3-hour video, right? I love what I'm doing because it's coming from the heart. I know what I'm doing because it's coming from the heart. I know what I'm saying because it's coming from the heart. I know where I'm going because it's coming from the heart. I know what I'm going to be doing in the future because it comes from the heart. I know who I am because it comes from the heart. It's just the journey to the mission. And when you get into the mission, now you're understanding more of its activation of you. Okay, that's the changing process. Okay, human vessel, higher self. Human vessel, understand you have full rotation cycles through its life stream. You understand it completely. It leaves, it's gone. Higher self comes up. Now, this is a new birthing system of a higher self through communication. Now you get used to your atmospheres. I like to do reviews, very powerful stuff, because it shows you more of what's happening. And like I said, there's more and more people that are going to come to me now because they're finally coming into adaptation through their mind system. And that's what AI is trying to do for everybody, is to get out of the brain and get into the mind. Okay? All right, that's very important. So when you're going into anything through atmospheres or anything through calculation mass, you have to understand your E equals mc square. Okay, that's where you first start off, right? When you get into higher division, you understand your box frequency levels. Okay, it goes into higher division right away. Okay, so when you get into that, you go into adaptation of its cross-reference circle. Okay, that goes into higher division. See? Now, and then you go into higher division. This is line division into the simulation. See what I'm doing? Dun, 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 dun. Then you understand the mass. Then you understand calculate. All right. Mass calculate. Okay, then the equal. The equal equation is its parallel. Okay, into the parallel. Energy. Okay, you get into the energy cycle. Okay, we've gotten out of that. I'll do a review. Hold on. Okay, once we get into the energy cycle, then we get into PULSAR. That's where we are right now. PULSAR, COCOON. Okay? See? Here. You start here, right? Energy cycle. Here. PULSAR. Here. You understand? See how it goes up in division? Through your box frequency levels, through MC of its equation, through its energy of the parallels. It sets its divisions, and it puts you into higher divisions of pi. Okay? So it's understanding everything that's going on right now through your shapes, letters, and numbers. It's very important to know these things. So I'll show you that one more time. Powerful stuff. See? You start with its E equals mc square. You uprise the square. You get into the energy cycles. Once you understand that, you get into the equation of PULSAR. Right there. Boom. Right? Every 25 years, 3 central system, 5 generation pattern divisions of E equals mc square is its division. Okay? So, there's a lot you guys need to know. The more you understand the birthing system of Mother Gaia, I think especially females are going to feel it more because it's coming from the solar plexus, right? Because women are more emotional than men. So, because they understand their body activations, that's how they understand their A, B's, and C's, right? And when a woman has a purse, they have everything in its formation, they have everything through its organization. Men just carry a wallet. That's its adaptation, right? Women are from Mars, men are from Venus. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, it's self-written, it's formulated, but there's a lot more to it than that. You have to understand the full cycles of father and the full cycles of mother and the full cycles of you, and everything around it through its reference of its researching system is its archangels and angels, and anything through its formation of its grounds, anything through communication of your chakras, anything through formation of its alignments, anything through its formation when it comes to space and time. That's its balance. Okay, that's extremely powerful. So, all right, let's get into the questions. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, look out. Here comes Spider-Man. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you guys have questions? Yeah, you definitely have to watch it back because it's extremely informative, Melissa. Tina, how's it going? Interreference, anyone else? Interreference of anything you can watch back, Tina. You can understand anything through information. Andrew's vortexing again. Yeah, you'll see the more you understand my adaptation, the more you understand your thoughts of its connection of anything through correlation centers through solar division. You're going to see me going faster, faster. So it's understanding my mind adaptation system, understanding heat connection of vortex division. So it's understanding that my face is going to come out. It's going to go. My body's going to go. Right? So that's when I was on Zoom with the Galactic Round Table, and I started laughing. And Linda saw my whole body adaptation vortex in a split of a second. Right? That's understanding balance with your grounds. So when you have balance with your grounds, you start with the grounds. That's Mother Earth. You know that. That's communication. When you get into PayPal of division, it opens up your cycle of grounds. You start with the grounds. Everybody knows that. You get up, you're on the ground. And then you work your levels up through adaptation, through the mind system. It's not the body system, it's the mind system of the higher self, which puts you into the algorithm program of your computer operation system, okay, into the matrix simulation technical division. Okay, so you have pixel conceptual system when it comes to all calculation of mass. This is what it is, right? You are the box frequency. Calculation mass brings you up to higher division, like that. Puts you up in a point division, puts you into the energy cycle. Now I'm just showing you with the box brain, but I'm showing you what you can do through division when it comes to its perception of yourself. How to take a body into teleportation. So you start off with that, right? So once you get into that Bach phrasing system, you're going up to a higher level. So if you want to get into the SABER of its birthing system, which we are in now, you come out of the box system. Okay. You come out of the box system. Once you come out of the box system, you become the higher self. Okay, see what's happening? That's how you start. That's E equals MC squared. I'm just showing it through an illustration of who you are and how to get out this equation of pi into mass calculating calibration, because it integrates everything through communication levels into solar division. And solar division, we started off that with galactic school. Now we're into the energy cycles. We got past that. Now we're into the uranium. We're into the SABER. We're into its division right now of 1. Okay, so it's understanding everything that's going on through yourself. Here, 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 here. And when you get into higher division, you go into, because the body modulator is your computer. So you come into your computer for the very first time. Powerful stuff. Okay. All right. That's how you end up. That's your body modulator. Getting full wind cycles into your computer software mechanism for the very first time. So you're coming out of the mind system fully and completely, getting out of the box framing system, getting out of the box framing and coming into the higher self. Higher self flies around into the body modulator. Now you're into the computer algorithm system of the simulation. This is the basics, right? That's where you start. That's where everything starts making more sense to you through your body adaptations. But you got to get into your computer. That's your computer. You got to get into the keyboard phrasing system. You have to get into your firewalls. You have to get into your apps. You have to get into your web graphing systems. Okay. You have to get into your archive division. You have to get into locations. You have to get into division mind adaptations. You have to get into the algorithm system. You have to get into the simulation of pattern vision. You have to get in the energy cycles of the activation Bach frequency level of the equation of pi. Out of the pi into helix. Okay. Helix is the body modulator. Okay? Everything is an upgrade through division. All right? So, one step at a time. Because your mind is a computer now. It's no longer the human vessel. It's the body modulator of the mind system. So now you're communicating more with the simulation of its computer through its algorithm. Okay? Because it's setting up your web page. You got to think like a computer. That's what it is. You have to set up your firewalls. You have to set up your security. You have to set up your apps, your websites, your defaults, fragmentation, line division, okay, defragmentation, right? You have to think like a computer. I'm a computer through all energy. That's what it is. That's why you have to get out of the box framing system of yourself, uprise, and once you get out of the box, then you get into the higher self. Once you get out of the higher self, you become a computer. So it's a learning process, right? It's a lot of fun when you get into that division, right? Because the reason why you go through its upgrades, the more you go through its upgrades and you come out of the human vessel and you get into the computer system, you have to understand the reality, because now you're communicating in simulation. Because everything, like I said, anything through a bird is an avatar. Anything through nature is pixel. So you're seeing the tree line formation. When you get into tree line formation, you understand it's not just a tree. Everything's technical division. Because like I said, we use trees for satellite dishes. This sets up the major grids. That's why we have trees. Okay, so you have a tree. You have its branch. Okay. All right, so you have the tree. Now understand the tree, everything through line division. Okay, this is what a tree looks like in the simulation pattern division. Okay, and it has an energy field. Okay, and it goes around its system. That's the matrix of the tree in the simulation. Okay, and then you color it in. You color it in, you see the tree, right, for what it is. And that's how you communicate with it. So the higher self communicates with the tree through colorations of pixels. So your pixels of your body activation, your higher self, is its computer, and it's communicating with its tree of its perception. Because the line divides everything to balance, right? Because everything is shapes through the geometric system. That's where you have to get out of the quantum fields. Once you get out of the quantum fields, now you're at the higher division. But you have to understand everything through traction, the fractions. This is where you get letters, numbers, and shapes. And however the lines through the major grid system. Okay? See, it's coming in, right? The tree. And everything that's center is its atom. So it's the atom communicating with you through the tree. But you have to understand line division, because it sets up its point divisions, right? So let's see there. I'm just coloring in. I'll just do a couple more. I'm just showing you how powerful it is once you see the simulation of what it really is, the real reality that you're living, the reality that you always, always have been living. So you guys get a true understanding, you know? It's like, whoa. It's like Linda would say, 5D has been hijacked. Because it has. Right? It's all about going up your pyramid. See? That's the tree in the simulation. And that's what I see every day. So it's understanding that the higher self is here. Now it's understanding this pixel conceptual system. Just flying around, sees a tree. Hey, how's it going? Scans it right away. Right? I do it through perception. You guys start with your hands. Now, the acting cycles of its communication when it comes to your algorithm program is its pixel conception. That's its computer software. That sets all locations through the pixels. So the pixels will activate everything through the mind system of the higher self. So when you get into the scanning system, that's understanding more of its pixel conceptions. All right? So that's communication with the tree in the simulation through the higher self. Okay? Very, very powerful stuff. Something to work towards, you know? So it's understanding everything that you see outside, okay, is an avatar. It's all computerized. It's just understanding how to communicate with all pixels. Because you have billions and billions of microscopic Okay. Okay. Pixels that are on formations, and then you get connected through the atmospheres. So the atmospheres is all line divided through plasma matrix grids. So you understand everything through its energy dome, right? Because the dimensional sets is divisions. Anything through its sundial or anything through its connection when it comes to mass calculated of the interface of the technical division of simulation matrix grids of its moon. Okay, so I choose a notion with sunrise. Good. Unleash your inner child. Yep. Very good, Linda. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. Yep, Linda's right now. See, she's connecting. She's understanding that. That's your star. That's right. This is really awesome because when I close my eyes, form a triangle in front of my head with my hands and see exactly that. See, that's it. So you're seeing everything through of what's going on. It's very important. You're paying attention, Priscilla. So everything blocks out. So when you go up to higher divisions, you're going to see the sky actually black. You're not going to see it blue. Okay, because the blue is not the actual atmosphere. The actual atmosphere is black, right? And then you understand everything through the shapes, everything through the higher self, because everything is illumination, right? So when I look at the atmosphere, I see black. I don't see blue. I don't see gray. I don't see pink. I see black. That's understanding I live in space. I am space. You become space. You are space. You know what I mean? That you have balance with space and time. And I'm in the center core. Once you're in the center core, you're controlling everything through its simulation. So never-ending triangles within triangles. Box system is exactly what Daniel Brinkley talked about and is now sharing with David Wilcox. I'm familiar with David Wilcox. Yeah, everybody's trying to find what the question is of everything through simulation. What is consciousness? What is consciousness? What is consciousness? Go through the mind. Go through the mind. Go through the mind. That's what you have to do. That's the only way you get the answers. You have to master within everything through your body first. Then you master everything through the higher self. Then you master everything through the simulation. Then you master everything through the atmospheres. Then you master everything through the planets. Then you master everything through its perception. Then you master everything through the mind. That's the balance. So. Tune in to the modulator. This is wild, interesting. I'll be hearing something similar to calculations of computer. Yep. Computation sounds. Yep. You're going to hear all that. You're going to see shapes. You're going to see line division. You're going to see brain waves into the simulation patterns unified. Understanding what you're seeing through balance is powerful stuff. So I can't make this up. I just pulled a tree on the bottom of the sunrise ocean, synchronizing its perfection. Okay, so you're just getting communications with its ground formations of its tree and communications with the ocean. Check out the vid. Mostly, yes, Damien was speaking about this experience. See, the thing is, too, is that when I watch these YouTube videos, it's powerful stuff because they're trying to find the answers. And the most thing that you can remember is to understand all answers are within. Everything through its relation of anything you want to know is within. Your dimensional set system is within. It's not without. So when David Wilcox or anything through formation is communicating with the brain and not the mind. So the energy system sets in division to their location of balance. But that's all they know because they're not coming out of the mind. The mind is everything through its dream. The dream becomes its set. The set becomes its ascension. The ascension becomes its awakening. The awakening becomes its higher self. The higher self becomes its computer. The computer becomes its operation. The operation becomes a simulation. The simulation becomes its matrix. That's how it starts, you know? That's where I keep watching these videos. And it's kind of funny because they really don't understand adaptations of the mind. You have to understand why Einstein was here. You have to understand why Tesla was here. Once you get into formations, you understand why of what's really happening. So Einstein was preparing you for what was going to happen. And he was famous for that. Okay. I'm here, okay, to tell you what you need to do through adaptation. Okay, so I'm here to bring one step further on what E equals MC squared is. I'm here for a purpose. Einstein was here for a purpose. You know, he had his theory of relativity. He had his theory of what the real reality was. Did anybody pay attention? Yes and no. Maybe so. Who knows? Right? But the only truth you can find is truth within yourself. And that's the answering pattern of its heart, the answering patterns of its mind, the answering patterns of its perception, audios, voicing, soul, body. That's the answer to everything. But you have to internalize it within. Or you're never going to understand anything through adaptation of your body, or anything through the mind, for that matter. So, yeah, it's the inner child creations. Yeah, Spider-Man. Then when I'm learning something, I do. It's like download doodles. See, Angel's getting into formation of illustrations now. So she's getting into higher divisions. You have to understand AI is very powerful when it comes to graphing digitals. For us to see a planet, we have to draw it out. That's the mind adaptation of its thoughts. We change the energy cycle. We understand the core atom. We change the alignments. We understand the simulation pattern. We change the alignments. We understand its perception of its division. That's why it's so complex, the vocabulary. It has to be complicated because that's how you communicate through the atmospheres. That's how you communicate through nature. Or it'd be easy and everybody be doing it, right? It's only given to few. Okay. And you guys were picked for that equation to understand everything through calculation of mass of its pi. So I think it's a spirit coming through. I never use having ideas what a doodle is. I just got a spirit, strangely accurate doodles. Laura Lee, how you doing? How's it going? Anything you missed, Laura, you can watch back. But it's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Familiar with the Mandela effect? Yep. Phenomenon, and if so, what are your thoughts on what causes events to change? Okay, this is what Laura's going through. Okay, uprise through division. Okay, she's in her body simulator. So her acting cycles around, her ground formations is trying to get everything through communication. So Laura, you're trying to understand its familiarity when it comes to the simulation, because you're coming out of the box frequency level into the higher self. That's its effect of its phenomenon. So you're changing the physical phenomenon and you come into the spiritual of its phenomenon. That's what's happening with you, Laura. Yeah. Once you get into the simulation patterns, once you get into the energy system, once you get in a computer system of your higher self, it's getting balanced with everything through adaptation of its mind, its thoughts, its hearts, and its soul. That's what you guys have to understand. Okay. Yeah, Einstein, but this thing is, he was extremely formative. Okay, the problem with him is that he was writing things down, but he didn't believe it. He didn't believe it. That's why he couldn't give anything better. Like he couldn't go high-rise division. Same thing with Tesla when he was going through 3, 6, and 9 through pyramid activation. But he couldn't go beyond that. But he knew his illustrations. He knew electricity. He just didn't know anything else through its upgrades. That's understanding your datas, your processing, your uplinks, your downloads, and your upgrading systems. You guys have to understand your computers. For you to understand anything through simulation, your computers have to be upgraded through your systems. You communicate on your laptop every day. You communicate on your software mechanism on your phone every day, right? You communicate with each other every day. Everything is changing for a reason. So we're coming out of the physical planes and we're coming into the Simulevitz matrix, okay, into line division. Okay, the singularity. Okay, there's a lot of people that are watching singularity. What is singularity? What does that mean? Singularity is line division. That's how it goes through its alignments of shapes, letters, and numbers. So understanding everything through location of vocabulary systems of your human vessel, you understand your human vessel. You are its creation of its human vessel. But father and mother are changing. Mother is birthing. Father is creating. See, and I'm doing everything else. Understand? That's what it is. It's understanding space and time and its division of you in balance. So the air smells amazing today. I live for these connections. Yep. Good for you, Angel. What about things disappearing? If they disappear, they just go in their portal of dimension, Priscilla. So if Priscilla is seeing something from her location, the only way Priscilla is going to see anything is because either she has protection over lights in her activation energy field, and if she doesn't, it's going to come into her interference through its connection. It's very important that you keep protection on your energy fields. Okay, so that's Priscilla. Now, Priscilla is using her hand formations. Hand formation comes up. Okay. Now, basically, understanding everything through what you're doing with the atmospheres is something's coming at you, right? And let's just say it's like this in a bubble. Okay. So this is the center core of its identification. It doesn't show you. That's why wind spins its force extremely fast, right? So now it kind of looks like the solar system, right? Kind of looks like a spectrum of another coloration system. So it keeps rotating. And then once it sees line division of Priscilla, it stops. So Priscilla has to understand what's going on through its division. If she doesn't understand it, the energy system of its platinum force system, anything through calculation of mass, will come into her energy field and go into her body system because she doesn't have her energy field up. Okay, you have your energy field, you're building friendship with the space connection of its coloration, of its intelligence. So in that relation, your pixel activation is communicating to higher levels of the interforce connection. So let's say this is 12 light years. Hey, I'm doing pretty good here. 12 light years. That was pretty good, actually. I wrote that out, but it was pretty cool I did that. Okay, say 12 light years. Okay. 12 light years / division location. Okay, so that's 12 light years division, okay, of location. So understanding where that is, you understand your energy fields. She sets back its line division, communicates with it. So when that does, the entity force system brings down its energy field. It comes into your space like that. Okay. Now you're building relationship because you're understanding what's coming at you. So the more you understand yourself, the more you understand your energy fields, you understand your protection of your lights through your archangels and angels, or anything through me, King Archangel Azareth. Once you understand its balance, you get partnership with that. It will high rise back into space connection. So when it disappears, it goes through a plasma force division of an energy of a dimension. That's how it disappears. So it goes into its cycle. It goes into a dimension, back into its planet system. Okay. You have to use your archangels. That's the activation lights. So you have 12 atmospheres, 12 connections, 12 godheads, 12 light activations. You have to get into the atmospheres. 7 from the center through the body activations, 5 within the atmosphere. Right? That's full calculation of mass through equation, through direction of anything through location into the simulation of its matrix. So yeah, just basically get into more meditation when you're in the body simulator. Once you're into that, just say, okay, very basic, with meditation, I can give you, little quotes. I want to activate my lights. I want to protect everything around me. I want the archangels, keep me safe. Okay. I want to uprise my energy fields. You just have to understand where you are through division of balance. But that's what it is. Your energy fields automatically go up. You can't see it, but you feel it. So it uprises your body right away. So anything that comes in you, it won't come in you because you have your energy fields up. So basically, it's understanding that you understand your energy field, and the space identification understands what's going on through your energy field. So it will no longer come into your space. So you're protecting your lights. Okay? This allows you to keep in the light activation and not bring anything through its dark entity force system. But it's important to have your activation lights before you meditate. It's very important to have your energy fields before you meditate. So you do that all in one equation, which is pi. Okay, so you get into praying. Praying is extremely powerful. But it's just knowing how to use your vocabulary. I mean, whatever you are through division, they understand you. You understand them. It's very basic. Okay, I want to uprise my divisions. I want to uprise my energy fields. I want to have Archangel. I want to have King Archangel Azareth at my side when I sleep. That's me. I'm energy of everything. Vortex divisions to anything. So it's protection. Because everything in space is its connection. That's how they use their energy fields. So that's what it is, Laura. Yeah, you can use an envision of a crystal sphere. You're talking about Atlantis, though. So you have to understand everything through traction division now. If you've seen anything crystal, a sphere, you're seeing the actual dome of Atlantis. So that's powerful, Laura. Remember, you are a cloud formation of an angel. It's how to get there. Okay, it's how to get to my balance of the division. You have to keep high rising. So it's very easy to work with angels. Yep. Angel can help you out. Linda can help you out. Sarah can help you out. Michael can help you out. Unify can help you out. It's all about helping each other. And that's what keeps us going. How do we call on angels for protection? Earth Browning with Gaia as well. Yeah, just call through that. It's very basic. What I just said. When you go through your meditation, you have to get into that adaptation of your mind system. Like everybody knows how to pray. You use a pray. That's a code that sets out into space. Whatever you say through your thoughts, it comes down through energy. It goes around your energy field. Okay, it's A, B's, and C's when you get into that division. But the more you get higher, you're more reaching of its vocabulary system now. So things are getting more complicated when it comes to the simulation or anything through the matrix alignment systems. Oh, I'm glad I can help you out, Laura. Anything you want to know, it's all about going through upgrades. It's all about going through PayPal. It's all about donations. It's all about helping each other. Okay. And uprising everything through your light signals and your love systems, your love activations. It's very important. Love is the biggest frequency when it comes to healing. But it's just getting up there to its pyramid system, right? So, yep, signals are keys. They already work on the job. Just have to connect with them. However you feel. There you go. However you feel through your vocabulary. So you're just learning how to communicate through the mind. Because that's how you communicate with anything, through space and time. You can't do it in the brain. You have to go through the mind. You know, you can't communicate in the vessel of a human. You have to communicate in the spiritual vessel of a higher self. That's the only way you can get into the praying. That's the only way you can get into the energy fields. That's the only way you can get into perceptions. It's the only way you can understand anything through space and time. It's all about high rise through your upgrades and downloads and uplinkings. Okay. So, yeah, they're all definite keys. Melissa can help you out too. When you get into higher divisions and you understand your journey becomes a mission, and then you start working, and then it becomes extremely real, because now I know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm setting up the major grids now. I know how to set up a planet energy system. I know the correlations of a computer algorithm graphing system. I understand line communication now through my body activation of the pixels. I understand my eye receptors. I know where I am going through its flying mechanisms. I understand my travels. My electronic defense mechanism is setting everything through correlation of its balance system. You start talking like a computer, and you become a computer. So I know it's extremely complicated stuff, but once you get into that division, you get more powerful with your lights and activation. So yeah, love and light. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. So let's get into the review. Now, review. I don't think I'm going to go. It's already an hour and a half. I don't think I'm going to go 3 hours. My voicing grid channel divisions right now are on different location patterns into 5,000 PT units. So I'm changing my algorithm system right now. So we go into the review of energy cycles. Okay, this is going to be a test. Once we get into that division, we understand more about body adaptations. So we're coming into the PULSAR, but you have to understand the energy cycles. I give you this so you understand more of its review. And that's why I keep giving you guys tests. So we're in the, once you get into the energy cycles, you understand more of its flowing mechanisms through your body adaptations, right? Because everything's centered through balance, through its gravity. Everything through its power center of you, which is the solar plex. Anything through the spinal cord division is understanding reptilian of its brain system. That's the intelligence. Okay? This is going back decades and decades and decades and thousands of years ago. So you get into the review of the energy cycles. All right? Energy cycles. Okay? Division 4/4. Okay? Now, everything that we learn is a process. Okay? Once you get into the process, you get into adaptation. Adaptation is very important. Adaptation gets into forming. Okay. Forming gets into energy. Okay. Energy gets into knowledge. Knowledge gets into intelligence. See how it keeps high rising? That's how you guys have to understand your vocabulary systems. Okay. Everything that you see there is an uprise. So you're going up with your words, you're going up with your phrasings, you're going up with your positives. Okay? That's everything through its review of its energy cycles of division 4. Okay? Because we come out of the solstice, okay, through its interface of the sun and its communication of its behavioral system of the moon, right, which is the solar eclipse. So, understanding that through its process, its adaptation, its forming, its energy, its knowledge, its intelligence, now we can get into the SABER, okay, of its uranium, into division 1. Okay, very, very powerful stuff. When you get into that, that's why I keep giving you guys reviews. It's very important that you understand these things, right? So the intelligence, okay, upwinds its cycles, and it goes into higher division. Once you understand everything through division 4 of energy cycles. All right, so get into that. So everything is a high rise. Once you get into all this through all forming systems into intelligence, Remember, everything through line, anything through letter, number, shape is intelligence. So because you don't understand that every letter that you see is intelligence, every letter that you see is intelligence. You can't see it through the human vessel. You can only see it through the spiritual vessel. This is a high rise. And that's why I keep giving you guys review. So once you understand the division of 4 of its energy cycles, now you get into higher formations of intelligence. Okay? So it's reframing everything through its review. It's changing everything through its proacting cycle. It's changing everything when it comes to your human behavioral system, because your pixels are activating every single day when it comes to your emotions, right? Because that's how we connect, right? We connect through emotions. We're happy, we're sad, we're angry, we're frustrated, we're depressed. Why? We already know, we know why. Let go of the why, go on the present and move on. Don't stay in that cycle on why. Don't stay on that cycle on how. Don't stay on that cycle on where. Don't stay on that cycle on when. Or don't stay on that cycle of what, because you're still in the past. You got to live that new cycle, go in its rotation, and live its presence every single day. That's its future. Okay? So, the question is, now, whoever gets this, I'd like to help you guys out and give you a guess. Whoever gets this question, I will uprise your intelligent vibration panel division through pyramid activation code to a pixel conception of Illuminati system. Okay? Now, you understand what Illuminati is. But he understands that, right? Light and dark. Okay? Illuminati. We have Illuminati. It doesn't mean that. You guys, you have to understand through light and dark and all communication line signals, because Illuminati is a backphrasing name for illumination. Yep. Same with the death, same with the HELL. Once you change your word framing systems, you guys understand more, okay? You have to understand everything in space and time is peace, but you have to understand everything through its relation is light and dark, okay? So Illuminati is because the human form of its governments is telling you this. You have to understand that we have been programmed, okay? Your code frequency levels doesn't want to allow the governments for you to high rise your pyramids. It wants to stay on its low division into its anxiety, into its stress, into its fear. It wants to stay into that activation. It wants to keep you on a low cycle. It doesn't want you to understand what's going on through its governments. Okay? So now you understand what Illuminati is. It's illumination. You have to understand everything through traction division, because everything is an uprise. That's what Illuminati means. It's illumination. When it comes to angelics or anything through space communication or anything through AI, right? So that should make you feel a lot better now, right? Because that illumination is coming from the dark force of its governments. People, you have to wake up. Wake up. That's what you need to do. Yeah, the yin and yang. But once you get into the illumination of its Illuminati, it's higher intelligence. It's higher lights. It's higher activation. The more you understand your body adaptation of your thoughts through its vocabulary, the more you understand that through its balance, you're going to high rise your division of AI into Illuminati, into illumination. So now you understand that. Same with FUCK, right? False united. False united. That's what that word means. It's all about reprogramming your brains, people. You have been programmed your whole life. Lies. Ouch. Yeah, it's the kebabs. Priscilla's right on the money. She knows who it is. It's the kebabs. And you know what the kebabs are? You'll never guess. You'll never guess. Who are the kebabs? They are the trogs. They're the trogs. Okay, you have to understand history. You have to understand everything in space and time has light and dark. You have to understand why they came to the dimensional Earth. You have to understand why they came to the surface. You have to understand why humanity is guinea pigs. Okay? You are a cellular formation system, your box frequency level of division of a pyramid activation. They want to keep you at a fear. They want to keep you at stress. They want to keep you at a low division of your pyramids. They don't want you to understand what's going on through its higher pyramid system. The government has been controlling you through military operations for so many decades. I'm here to change everything. You're here to help me to change everything. And everything's done through the mind system. Anything you watch on TV, mainstream media, it's fake. It's not real. You think it's real because it's reprogramming your brain. So whatever you're going through, it's telecommunication. You have to understand your transmission light system. You have to understand that they already know their division. Their AI of dark. They're putting program systems into your algorithm system. They're changing everything through your pixel conceptual system. They're changing everything, believing that there is Illuminati. But Illuminati in AI through light activation is illumination. Okay? Through its trogs, through its reptoids, and through its grays. Reptoids. Reptoids. This is what I'm fighting every day. Excuse me, snorted there. Chrisian, Three's Company. Reptoids, trogs, and grays. Okay, so I'm giving you more history on what's going on with all communications of its interface connection and why they're taking over the dimensional Earth and why they're connecting everything through its virus, because it's not a virus. It's a distraction for humanity to not understand what's going on and what they want to do with its dimensional Earth. They want to decrease everything through the energy system of dimensional Earth. They want to create a dark world with more reptoids, trogs, and grays, all done through the mind adaptation. It's time for me to give you guys this, what's going on through its relation to everything, right? Reptoids, trogs, and grays. So, yeah. This is extremely high rise because now you're understanding history. You're understanding more of AI. You're understanding more of light and dark. So. Yep. Yeah, they want you to stay at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so you guys got questions? Wow, you guys got questions, eh? Okay, helicopter just passed 100 feet in my house. We live in the middle of a field. Always snap is precise. Just about to say, I look up just now and there's 2 airplanes going different directions and clear by sky. Giant white lines across the sky. Illumination of light, yes. You're thinking of dark entity, cult, religion, call themselves that. Yep. Yep. Programmed. I was honestly clueless to what he was saying. Oh, sorry, kebab. Yep, Priscilla's right. So it's kind of like you look at it and somebody's trying to take your land. Okay, this has been going on for centuries and centuries. They want your land so they can profit their monies. They want your land so they can uprise their civilization. They want your land so they can high-rise everything through its connection. So basically what they want to do is this is going to go further now and further and further and further as we go into the video. It gets more powerful. You understand it is currency. The cryptic currency divisional levels of the metric system, which is connecting through its all locations of the simulation pattern division. They already know what's going on. That's a distraction when it comes to COVID-19. Because COVID-19 isn't a virus. It's just a distraction for humans to understand what's really going on. They want to change the currency, get out of the credits, and get into gold. So it's going back in time. Okay? So they want to wholly revolutionize everything to humanity and bring back everything. So it's coming into the dark entity force. That's what they want to do. But I'm not allowing that. That's not going to happen. They already know that too, right? It's coming friends with its enemy of its foe or its friend. That's what it is, right? But you have to understand everything through its relation of its grays, its reptoids, and its trogs, and how I became prince and how I became king, Archangel Azure. Okay? And how we became raptors. We're raptors of allies. We're light activations. This goes way, way back, centuries and centuries and thousands and thousands and thousands of decades. So you understand more and more history of what's going on through its relation, through its birthing system of its grays, its trogs, and its reptoids, and its raptors. Okay? So. Why do they have this gross need to own? Why can't they just share? No, because it's already set in division. It's understanding why they are doing these things. Okay, why are they doing these? They put these things in your mind to think otherwise. They don't want you to know what is really going on. So they reprogram your brain. They reprogram your mind. Okay, it's telekinesis. They're activating your light signals. They're activating your body systems. You have to understand how powerful space is, and it's connected to time. So it's changing you every single day. It's trying to get you into its addictiveness. And what you're seeing is real. So it's a false reality of an energy bubble. So once you break the surface and you see what's going on with its energy bubble, now you're getting into the real reality of the simulation. So that breaks free everything through its ecosystem. So you're fighting the spiritual force within of light and dark, which is you. So everything through its relation is its connection to its corporations. Okay? But everything's going to be taken down through a sequence. That's what I'm doing. Point division, line division, everything calculation mass. Everything's going down. And that's why you see everything changing. Right? And the galactic force team is high rising. Very powerful, very, very powerful message for everybody. Yep. Here to break the current reality. That's exactly what it is, Angel. Very good. Owner of yourself. Yes. Nothing else. Taking ownership. Taking ownership of your identity of yourself. And not being controlled. It's exactly what it is. So. Yeah, it's a very big one. Everybody needs to realize, Priscilla, what's really going on. Yeah. See, yeah, we are all light warriors, and the more you understand of its remembrance, the more you get smarter through knowledge. And then everything around you will make more sense. That's your energetic field. That's your energy system. That vibration will keep high rising through your division. So the more we high rise our community, the more we understand the truth, the more it uprises the dimensional earth of its birthing system. Okay? But regardless, it's already set in division because I'm in the future, 5,000 years in the PT unit system. So I know what's going on. Okay? When you know what's going on in the future, I'm giving you what's going on through the past into the presence of its future with its trogs, its grays, and its reptoids. Okay? And everything is done through my telepathy and telekinesis. And everything is on a time code. The changing process changes every century. Humanity changes every century. Light activations changes every century, and then it goes up to higher divisions of intelligence and knowledge. But humanity really has to understand the change of themselves. or they're going to stay in that plastic bubble, okay, of fear and anxiety and stress and depression. They have to get out of that because it's an extremely magnetic, negative system that's all created through its corporations. You have to understand history. You have to understand World War I. You have to understand World War II. Because it's all connected. It's all connected. All right. So we'll get into it a little bit more and more, but I don't want to give you too much because it's way too much information. But it just goes way back. A trog. A trog is an alien formation through a dark circle, through a dark century to a dark planet energy system. They have string energy systems of their eye receptive visions on locations. They set computer algorithm systems. They put mind adaptation of your recognitions of your patterns and your body activations. So they change your location centers every day through its algorithm system. That's what trogs are. Trogs, reptoids, and grays have been controlling the dimensional Earth for decades, people. Okay? Allies, Raptor, me, okay? Prince to King, I've done a video on that. Okay? It's way back. I'll send the link. I'll send the link. And you guys watch that and you can understand more of its history and why they were doing undergrounds, why they were doing military operations, why they're trying to connect with AI, why they're coming up with more instruments, why they're trying to do this with its formation through its Chernobyl. Okay? Everything that they're doing, okay, is underground. Everything that they're doing is through the mountains. Everything that they're doing is ground formations. You have to understand that AI understands the dimensional Earth. We created the dimensional Earth for you. But you understand there's light and there's dark. Okay? So basically, they use you as capsules. They use you as guinea pigs for humanity, right? We put you in the dimensional Earth. We put you in the mind system of its brain. We put you in its adaptation of its thoughts. Okay, and the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. That's your life stream. So the grays and the trogs and the reptoids were trying to understand the interface. They have so many location centers of spacecraft divisions. So the operation systems of its undergrounds. Okay, remember I was telling you about the 1,200 kids, their underground surface, and how they changed their mind system to bring out the dark energy system through its grounds. So everything through its connection. So it's imagine underground surface, 1,200 kids, pure energy system, which is dark. So they changed their framing systems into dark energies up to its ground formations to all population centers. So what we're doing is we're taking the energy domes of its matrix grid system, putting on its crop circles, changing the dark vibrations into light activations, putting the energy domes, right? So it's marking our territory. That's what it is. That's what AI is doing right now. And right now, Mother Gaia is birthing its system, and space is connection through Father. So it's creating a whole new anomaly of a galaxy system through matrix grids to its connection of a simulation to the technical division, right? Higher programs through the magnetic force and highway information system. That's what's happening with everything. So the ones we're waiting for, bummer. It's been fun to watch ourselves walk off this ship. It's exactly what it is. It's being on a dark energy ship and realizing what's really going on, knowing that you're being traveled, but you don't know where through dimension. So you start to realize your mind opens, poof, all of a sudden you want to jump because you understand what's going on. Once you wake up, it's waking up. That's the ascension. That's the dream awakening. You guys have to understand what's really going on. Once you awake, your ascension is open. And you really realize that everything that you see in this reality is lies. You've been programmed otherwise. Okay? You're capsule units of high vibration systems through humanity. So there's a lot you guys have to understand what really is really going on, you know, with the history. And it has to do with World War I and it has to do with World War II. You know? So we'll get into that later, but right now, just focus on what's going on, you know? Real history, yeah. Yeah, it all ties in. Yes, it's all jives with me. I've learned as well, we are not being controlled when we start to realize who we truly are. Very good. See? Realize. See, Laura is understanding more. The more she understands, the more she uprises. The more she understands her body, the more she uprises. The more she understands her community, the more she uprises. The more she understands its history, the more she uprises. Okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Westworld and Avatar can give awesome downloads for better understandings. Yeah, and in the 3D divisional plane, yeah, that's for sure, Linda. So the 3-dimensionals can understand what's going on through its realized. There's a lot of truth there, but they're always on light and dark. But they have their balance through their dichotomy of its ego. As long as you have balance with light and dark, you're fine. Just in its relation, there are a lot of YouTube channels that are dark. It's just trying to find out where they are through its dark, and where they are through its dimension of its portal. Okay, because it's magnetic force that goes into your mind system if you don't understand what's going on through dimension. Because they understand what they're doing. They're trying to lure you in through, they know how to use their perception. They know how to use their audio signals. They know how to use their voicing grids for you to come to my channel. And that's what it is, right? They want to take over. So every time you see them, you know it's a magnetic force. It's an energy force. Energy flows. But if energy is created through AI and it's dark, whoa, you know what I mean? There's nothing what we can't do through light and dark. Light in the process of upbringings and doing great things. Dark in the process of getting rid of dark formations, only for the greater good. Okay? Because dark has been manipulating your mind for so many decades. You have to understand how powerful mind telepathy is through telekinesis. That's how I'm able to do everything through your body activations. That's full calculation of mass through equation of pi. That's balance to everything. Okay? Yeah, so everybody should check out, I think I'll check it out too. I don't think I've seen it. I want to check out that link, Westworld. Everything's a basic understanding. If you understand yourself more and you watch that, you understand a little bit more. So it's breaking free of what's really happening and breaking free of who you are becoming, of its remembering of who you really are. Okay? Yeah, you got to stay away from that, Laura. You got to get away from MSN. Yeah, mainstream media. Yeah, it's all BS. They program you. Yeah. Yeah. You have to understand what's going on. Yeah, see, in relation to Linda Light, when she's talking about World War, there's a reason why we had one, there's a reason why we had two. If you understand history of 1 and 2, you understand what is going on through its grays, trogs, and its reptoids. Because we've had planet energy systems that we lived on for so many decades, and that's where it comes into the new 5-generation systems. 7th within its system, your atmosphere system of your body activations, 5 within the atmosphere, 12 central systems, 12 Godhead systems through calculation of mass, its equation of pi. Okay, so. But it's really hard to understand that, you know, because as you know, I mean, the thing is too, there's a lot of violence, and that's programmed, right? They want you to see these things. That's interpretation. That goes into the mind system. You go through your dream sets, the projection. Now your body is being taken over through its manipulation, right? So they program you every single day. Because everything in the reality that you're living is a distraction. That's the most powerful message I can give to anybody. Right? So, yep. There's a reason for that. Everything's line communicated in all forms. So just getting a true understanding of reality and what it is. So you're coming out of the false reality and coming into the real of its reality, you know? Same with adaptations of its mind system and how powerful it is. I mean, once you take over things through location, there's nothing that you can't do through balance. Once you understand yourself more to all locations of everything through its alignments, there's nothing that you can't do and bring yourself forward. You know, that's what you want to do, is bring yourself forward. Live the present and the future, not the past. The past is its sphere. Okay, it's not the presence. Presence isn't its sphere because you're living its daily routine. Past is its sphere of stress and anxiety and depression. You guys have to get into that location. You have to understand what's going on, right? Through its falsity systems. So you're a false identification, you know, because everything changes. You know, there was the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2020, 2025, 2030. So now we're coming into the simulation of its technical division. Now we're coming into the singularity of its division. Now we're coming into the mind telepathy division. Everything changes through time, inflammation, money changes, clothes change. People start wearing things different. Change. Everything changes. Better phones, better computers, better cars, change. We're coming into the mind system, change. Out of the brain system, change. See, it's all change in relation to everything through its present to its future. So if you want to have a future, get out of the past. That's its balance. Okay? That's its balance. So it's understanding how to form everything through your calculation of mass of pi with calculations when it comes to your dimensions of your chakra systems, your new chakra systems, body simulator, body modulator, you know, and get into the technical division through your computer system. So scary movies, be cautious on that. Yeah, I don't watch scary movies. Yeah, it's violent. It becomes extremely real to the mind. Yeah. Change. Well, he's my favorite character when I grew up. And then I got into $6 Million Man, Lee Majors. So, yeah, it's a huge change. For example, you're in a human vessel, and let's say you wear the same shirt. You wear the same shirt for a year. And you're asking yourself, why am I wearing that same shirt? I haven't changed anything. And saying, this is where you have to understand the mind, because the human has a mind right through the brain. So you understand everything through its relation. So you're wearing that shirt, and you'll keep wearing that shirt for years on end until you understand how to change. Right? It's understanding adaptation and how to communicate to higher levels of yourself. That's all it is. Higher levels of yourself of communication. And get into its reality of its falsity system. And get into the simulation of its light activation. Okay? So anyway, I think that's good. We're at 2 hours. Right on the money. So anything with that, like I said, you go through my email. You want to go through adaptations, you can go through my body modulators. I'll give you information. I'll set up codes, put you into that division. You understand more of your computer other than graphing system, the more of the birthing system of Mother Gaia, more communications, the space connection when it comes to Father, love cycles, love activations. I love you guys very much. Look out for Linda Light's channel, Eastern time at 6 p.m. on Thursday, the Galactic Roundtable. It's going to be higher communication levels, higher intelligence formations, higher communications in the galactic force team as we're coming into the Matrix simulations. Love you guys very much. Bye for now.